So this 41-year-old teacher from San Antonio, Lucinda Rodriguez Caldwell, was recently sentenced to 10 years in prison for having sex with a 12-year-old or a 12-year-old student. And aside from the having sex with a 12-year-old part, which is obviously disturbing, there's another odd component to this story. The boy's father, when she was arrested in 2010 in July, and the night before, the the boy's father realized that he wasn't home at 3 a.m. and so, for whatever reason, he was up or whatever, and he went out to the front of the house and saw her Ford Explorer. And when he confronted them, or they saw him coming, they took off. But the boy, or the teacher, wasn't driving. The 12-year-old boy was, and he drove for 30 miles while his father chased them until they were finally pulled over by the police. So the boy knew how to drive, or learned real fast, and was able to drive for 30 miles. So that is strange. He must have been somehow really feeling that he was in love with her, or that he was somehow brainwashed by her. I don't know. It's very odd. And then also, during her sentencing, the woman's husband spoke on her behalf, uh, right, testified for her, saying that she had an exemplary record as a teacher, and that the judge should look at that that's more of who she was or is, not a child molester, not a person who has sex with a 12-year-old. And how strange is that? So did the man forgive her? Were they divorced and then became or continued to be friends? Isn't that weird? I mean, how would you feel if your wife was caught having sex with a 12-year-old, one of her students? Really, really disturbing stuff. What do you think? 10 years is enough, or should it be longer? And it's crazy because she has two children too. Wow.